Hello and welcome back. Today I am reviewing Purpose, which is the fourth studio album by Justin Bieber. I feel as this is his best album to date at the time of this recording, which I will get into further detail whenever I start doing album rankings, which I tried saying to start sometime in 2022. I feel as if this is his best album to date with its sound, lyrics, beats, and collaborations. It incorporates sounds of EDM with help from producers such as Skrillex, pop, R&B, and soul. I enjoyed the style throughout this album as it does on some of what he has done in the past, but I feel like it is brought a whole different level. Now, with this, let's just hop right into it. This is his fourth studio album. It was released on November 13th, 2015, and has a runtime of about 48 minutes. There was a deluxe edition release as well, but I will not be talking about any of the bonus tracks today. I've said in the past I'll only be doing standard editions for album reviews, as deluxe editions can vary from country to country as well as store to store and streaming service to streaming service. If I am up for it, I will look at some of the bonus tracks another time. This album has Bieber as one of the executive producers, as well as Scooter Braun and Usher. There are a ton of producer credits on here, and some of them include Blood Pop, Skrillex, Benny Blanco, Pooh Bear, and Diplo. There are 4 singles off Purpose. They include What Do You Mean, Sorry, Love Yourself, and Company. This album also includes guest appearances from Big Sean, Travis Scott, Halsey, and Jack U, which is the duo of Skrillex and Diplo. Anyway, he wanted to go on a different route and try to do tracks of things that were on his mind at the time. He was encouraged by some of the people he worked with on the album to do so. Now, let's get into the tracks. We begin with Mark My Words. I feel this sets the mood of the album as it includes touches of electronics. Overall, it isn't a bad track. I thought his voice was well here. In a way, it is a plea where he promises to give you all I got and let his actions speak louder than his words. With lyrics, we can get the idea of what he means through those. I'll show you is first track where we see a little bit more of the EDM or dance style tracks, as this track was produced by Skrillex and Blood Pop. It generally isn't a bad track, but I feel like Bieber could have shown off a little more vocally. Lyrically, it's about his image over the years and what he could do to change in any way or ways. Now, What Do You Mean and Sorry are considered to be tropical house sounds. I do enjoy both of these tracks. What Do You Mean is supposed to be about trying to figure out what the opposite sex means, and figure out what they actually mean when they say something, as not everything they say is straightforward. Sorry has a decent beat, as this again has been produced by Skrillex and Blood Pop. I did enjoy his vocals as well. Lyrically, it's about trying to apologize to someone he loved for some things he had done in the past. He is trying to ask them for forgiveness, and I believe this is one of the few tracks that is pointing to his ex-girlfriend, Selena Gomez. Now, Love Yourself is my favorite track on the album. Ed Sheeran did help write this track. I love the little breaks section here, and we even get lower registers in Bieber's voice. Company is yet another enjoyable track. I love the touches of electronics as well as an incorporation of R&B. He did have some good vocals as well. Lyrically, it talks about how you should get to know someone. It is important, especially at the start, to get to know them and what they like and just, that sort of thing. No Pressure is the first track where we get featured artists. In this track, we get Big Sean, who previously collaborated with Bieber on tracks such As Long As You Love Me and Memphis. I feel, in a way, this is how a feature should be done. They're there to do their part and not overtake the main artist on the track, but I feel like there are tracks out there where the feature does better than the main artist on their own track. Overall, it's not a bad track, but in a way, I don't think it's one of my favorites. Lyrically, it has to do with something they're trying to decide on, no matter how big or small is. Now, No Sense gives us more of a trap beat since Travis Scott is featured here. Honestly, I've never really been a big fan of Travis Scott, but I feel his feature does well here, even if it's not the best. The Feeling gives us another electronic type beat and features Halsey mainly on the chorus. If I'm, thinking correctly, listen to the song well enough. But I didn't mind Halsey here, as it was a little surprise to me the first time I heard this album back in 2015, 2016, somewhere in there. As some of you may know, I've never really been a big fan of Halsey either. Lyrically, it gives us a sense of trying to figure out if we're in love and what we should do. We have some feelings, but sometimes we do not know what to do. We have to try and work out, try and figure out, try and, make sure it works out well. Life is Worth Living is one of the slower tracks. It is enjoyable as you have to try and figure out what you're good at, and there are good things out there as well. Now, Where Are You Now is his collaborative track with Skrillex and Diplo, which is also featured on their debut collaboration album, Skrillex and Diplo present Jack U. And I'll probably review that album sometime in the future. Not sure of a set date. Honestly, it isn't one of his best tracks on this album. To me, personally, I feel like it has to do with electronics. Children is yet another favorite, as he brings out decent vocals as well as a good beat. It has a social consciousness message and advocates for making the world a better place for its youngest residents. Now, we close out Purpose with the title track, Purpose. Honestly, It was a good way to close out the album. Everything from instruments to vocals to lyrics I thought were fine. Lyrically, he is saying that he is blessed and wants to try and keep on going as he would take a little break from music and release possibly his worst album last year in 2020. My favorite tracks on the album include Love Yourself, What Do You Mean, Sorry, and Children. Today I will be giving this album a 4.5 out of 5. Again, I feel like this is his best album yet out of his 6 studio albums, with Justice, his latest release from March this year, right behind it. I think I'll say it right here before I officially close out the video. I managed to hit on all tracks on an album in a video, which is something I've never done before in one of these videos. If you've seen a couple of my previous videos, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. No, it's not the best with the way I did it, but I'll try to figure something out for the future, as I feel there are times when I would like to hit on every single track, but I typically hit on 6 tracks per review, so I can have at least something to talk about for duration of, like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, as some of my previous reviews have been. With that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in comments. Tomorrow, I will be reviewing Tickets to My Downfall by Machine Gun Kelly. Next Friday, I will be reviewing Raymond v. Raymond by Usher, and on Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, just to clarify it a little, I will be doing Pressure Machine by The Killers.